Oh mate, we're going for a ride today, and this is right at the end, which is the hardest bit, but we're going to take it back to the start. Enjoy the video. Well, hi and welcome to the morning coffee. We are heading out for a little bike ride today. This is only about a 25k bike ride. There are some fantastic bike paths here in Victoria, and these are just in the area that I live. So today we're heading up the Blind Creek Trail, if I can say it right. The Blind Creek Trail, we're heading up towards Ferntree Gully, and then we're going to head across via Bayswater and Baronia, come down the Dandenong Creek Trail, under East Link, sort of back up part of the East Link Trail, and then head on back to Wantirna South. So about a 25k round trip. It's going to be a good one. I'll let you enjoy the views, some nice paths, and some nice sort of areas to go through on a ride. But anyway, enjoy the trip. One of the things I love about going for a ride is it just gives me a moment, about an hour, it depends how long the ride is, just to sort of shut everything else down, not have to focus on too much, and just really enjoy being out and about in the sun. I'm not one of those people that puts in the earbuds, listens to music. Hey, if that's you, fantastic. I'm not saying anything wrong with that. But for me, I just enjoy this time, bit of silence, time to sort of just let your thoughts process. I find this time just a great time to regenerate and just relax. The world is go, go, go all the time, but this is a good time just to sit back and chill. I remember when it was COVID and you couldn't do much. Man, the tracks were filled with so many people getting out and about, walking, riding. Nowadays, man, you don't see that many people. There are still people on the tracks, but nowhere near what it was like, which is a bit of a shame, because getting out and doing something is good for your health. Anyway, I'll stop talking. You enjoy the ride. So this part of the trail here, this is one of my favourite bits through here. Even though you're sort of right in the middle of suburbia, you've got this nice path through the trees. I enjoy this bit. So just for a bit of context, so we're heading basically east at the moment. This is slightly uphill from where I started till we get to Fern Tree Gully. Not a huge increase. And then obviously slightly downhill the other way. But yeah, nice little ride, even if you're a beginner, haven't done much. It's just a nice, easy ride to do. So I'm planning a couple of other rides with some friends. One of the ones I'm really keen to do is the Victorian Rail Trail. There's one that goes from Mansfield to Tallarook. And so planning to do that one, even though it's something we could probably do in a day. It's about 134 Ks. So with some friends, we're just going to do it over 2 days and just take our time a little bit more and enjoy it. I also want to do the Gippsland Rail Trail, because that looks like an amazing trail to do. And then the bucket list is go from Melbourne to Sydney, following that Gippsland Trail all the way up the coast. That's possibly, that might be about a 9-10 day trip. I suppose it depends how many kilometres you want to do in a day. So I think maybe something like, if you want to take it nice and easy, 80 to 100 kilometres a day. That might be 10-11 days worth. I've seen other people do it in about 9 days. I think they were doing around 130 Ks a day, which is certainly doable, but you know, you want to enjoy your time on those trips. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the scenery. Stop where you need to stop, get some photos, all those good things. Otherwise, you're constantly riding. Also the trail, which is a real easy one, I've just never done it. Basically from Bright all the way in, Myrtleford, even all the way into Wangaratta. That'd be a good one to do. So some of you out there might have Strava, so I'm going to upload just the Strava map so you can have a look at this path today. If you are on Strava, search me out, give me a follow, and I'd love to see some of the tracks that you guys are doing as well. It's always nice to find something new. One of the ones I really enjoy doing, that I've done a couple of times, is starting basically in Wantirna South and heading all the way in to the Fairfield Boathouse. The hardest part of that is just around the Mullen Tunnel. Pretty steep in that area there, so that East Link track up into Ringwood, a few little hills, and then basically where the tunnel is, there's the worst of the hills there. But once you get through that, it's a really nice ride. It's about a 35k ride from Montana South into Fairfield Boathouse. Grab some breakfast, and then generally we then head back down the Scotchman's Trail track, which sort of goes by the Yarra and the Monash. Sort of comes through Gels Park, and that's a nice ride home. Anyway, we're coming into probably the only real part where the shops are and off the track. We're coming into Baronia here. So this is the only part really where you got to do just a little bit on the road, but it's not too bad. You sort of just, you can go through the car park as well if you don't want to ride on this little section of road just out the front of Woolworths. But yeah, it's not far. It's probably only 100 metres of road really. Now this little section here, we just come through Baronia. You can look ahead, it's a nice little downhill straight run all the way into Bayswater. Top gear, let's go. Alright, we're just coming up now to the Dandenong Creek Trail. This is a nice little trail. We've got the creek on the right hand side. And once we get through this little section here, it's just a really nice little ride. And a little bit downhill, but look, seriously, you're not going to notice the downhill. You can actually ride either side of the creek here. So we're heading west now. So we're on the southern side of the creek, where it's this path. But if you cross over, there's a bridge up here. You can cross over. Sorry, the sun's in the background there. You can cross over to the other side where it's a dirt trail, a bit more up and down, a bit windier. So if you want to just get off the pavement onto some nice gravel, then you can do the other side of the creek, which is on the northern side of the creek. But enjoy. sound of summer in Australia. Love that sound. Don't know if you heard it. But yeah, only someone who grew up in Australia would probably love that sound, but I love it. So just come past the Ringwood Golf Course on our right hand side. We're coming up to East Link, where we go under East Link. From here, you go right over the bridge. Once you get to the other side, you can head in on the trail that takes you into Fairfield Boathouse. So it takes you to Ringwood first, along East Link, and then into the city. Hope to show you that ride one day soon. As I said at the start, this is the hardest bit, right at the end, coming up this hill. It's not too bad a hill, but any hill takes a bit of effort. Ooh, it's nice and warm too. But we're close to home, which is why I put this at the end, because I know once I get over this, we're about 2 k's from home. Oh. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. As I always say, life's too short to drink bad coffee. Get yourself a good coffee. Enjoy your day. Get out, have a ride sometime. You might surprise yourself. See you next time.